the story, the protagonist Amy approaches her mother for some cash to enter a beauty pageant, but her mother declines due to their financial struggles. Determined to gather the funds, Amy turns to her neighbors and starts gambling. When her money runs out, she resorts to offering to strip in exchange for cash, but the boys are broke too. Disappointed, she takes what little she has and hurries to the contest. Unfortunately, her heel breaks, causing her to stumble and fall, which leads to laughter from the crowd and a wave of humiliation washing over her. Feeling defeated, Amy retreats to the restroom, where she meets a kind man named Tree who offers her comfort and friendship. He takes her out for a meal, and while they're dining, the reigning Miss Beautiful, Maria, enters. Amy is captivated by her and expresses her desire to emulate her success. Maria shares that her beauty came at the cost of many sleepless nights and hands Amy her card, encouraging her to reach out if she wants to earn money. After Maria departs, Tree suggests that if Amy truly wants to make a lot of money, she should join him in Oyo, hinting at the adventures that await. Amy agrees, and Dimitri is ready to take her there. But just as they are about to leave, Amy's mother arrives and intervenes. She confronts Dimitri, insisting that her daughter is still too young to go with him and threatens to take legal action. At that moment, Maria's mother shows up, attempting to soothe Amy's mom, but her efforts fall on deaf ears as Amy's mother insists on taking her daughter away. Frustrated, Dimitri realizes he will need to put in more effort to achieve his goals. Meanwhile, Amy's mother advises her to work hard and remain true to herself if she wants to fulfill her dreams. They head back to their hometown, but Amy is resolute about making her own money. She hops off the bus, marking the start of a new chapter in her life. Later, we find Amy with Maria and her mother again, only to discover that they are involved in a dubious business that exploits young girls, and they want Amy to join as a call girl. Maria sends Amy into a room with a bed, where she is expected to engage in sexual acts for money. Initially, Amy struggles with the situation, but she gradually starts to find enjoyment in it. Afterward, Maria's mother offers her tips on maximizing her earnings, suggesting that if someone like Kiki calls, she should charge extra for various services. As the story unfolds, Amy continues her life as a call girl, engaging in numerous altercations along the way. Despite the conflicts, she manages to rake in a significant amount of money. The question arises, what does she do with all her earnings? At one point, they attend a party where they encounter several girls who resemble Russians, all preparing to board a boat. This experience sparks a realization in Amy. She aspires to elevate her calling as a call girl to a larger scale. She confides in Maria's mother, suggesting that to increase their income, they should get on that boat. However, Maria's mother dismisses the idea, stating that Amy isn't ready for such a leap, leaving Amy feeling disheartened. Soon after, Amy spots a man on the boat who connects girls with wealthy clients. She tells Maria that if they want to make substantial money, they need to reach out to him. The scene transitions to Treaty, who is playfully interacting with Amy while secretly filming her. When Amy questions him about the video, Treaty explains that it helps him cope when he struggles to find girls. Later, they head to a club where Amy sees the same man from the boat. Determined, she decides to follow him, with Maria by her side. They discover that the man, named Sam, has entered an exclusive casino reserved for the affluent. With her hard-earned cash, Amy joins Sam at the gaming tables. In a bold move, she bets everything she has, even offering Sam a night with Maria if she loses. Unfortunately, luck is not on her side, and she walks away empty-handed. The following day, Maria returns after spending the night with Sam, excitedly sharing that she had a fantastic time. It turns out that the plane they were on belonged to Amy, as she had intended to negotiate a deal with Sam. Maria joined the group without covering her own expenses, which infuriated her mother. The following day, as Amy, Maria, and Maria's mom were checking out of the hotel, the manager approached Amy, saying that Sam wanted to see her. Curious, Amy went to meet him, while Maria's mom attempted to engage Sam, but he brushed her off, clearly more interested in Amy. Amy asked Sam about his night with Maria, to which he replied that they had a great time playing together. Then revealed that he connects beautiful girls with wealthy clients and expressed his need for more girls. Before leaving, Sam urged Amy to help him find suitable candidates. Determined, Amy began searching for girls with her mom's assistance, but none met their standards, leading Amy to turn them down. Meanwhile, Maria excitedly informed Amy that she had been chosen for the cover of a magazine. The two girls headed to a photo shoot, where Maria posed attractively to grab attention. During the shoot, Amy stumbled upon a book listing top models and TV actresses. She decided to keep it and later reached out to the models for interviews. The next day, Amy began interviewing the girls, teaching them how to present themselves and attract clients for better earnings. As this unfolded, Amy's mom arrived, causing some of the girls to hesitate. Amy noticed her mom observing, but was aware that her mother already knew about the situation. Amy was raking in a significant amount of money and had even opened her own bank account. When her mom discovered this, Amy attempted to explain, but her mother refused to listen. Frustrated, Amy snapped, accusing her mom of having her own questionable dealings with the hotel manager from her previous job. This only fueled her mother's anger, who retaliated by throwing money at Amy and storming out. Amy is left feeling quite down, and Maria steps in to console her, sharing her own painful past. "My father did terrible things to me, which is why my mom turned me into a call girl." Amy replies, "Men are like that. When they see an attractive woman, they just think about taking her." The scene transitions, revealing that Amy has found girls who fit Sam's criteria. One of them, Emily, used to work as a waitress, while another, Clay, joined the team to earn money for her boyfriend. The girls travel to France to meet Sam, who lays down some ground rules. No smoking and no girl should offer herself to a guest unless he is particularly special. Afterward, they are taken to a luxurious hotel room, and the girls are thrilled by the opulence. Clay feels a bit apprehensive since this is her first time in this line of work, but Amy reassures her, saying, "We're going to make a lot of money. You give yourself to your boyfriend for free, but here, you'll get paid for it." Encouraged by this, Clay agrees to participate. Later, they prepare to meet their host, Santino, and his two brothers, and they all enjoy a lively party together. The men are the first to engage with the girls, and it seems everyone is having a great time. Santino takes a liking to Clay and leads her to his room, where they begin to kiss. After fulfilling Santino's wishes, Clay returns to her room and shares with Amy that Santino is genuinely kind. He prepared a meal for her and even fed her the next day. While Amy chats with Sam, Maki proposes to Maria that they should ensnare Santino to take Amy's spot and make a fortune. Maki then approaches Santino during a business meeting, asking him to hold her at the party the following day. However, Santino ends up taking another girl to his room, which leaves Clay feeling disheartened since she had also spent the night with him. Meanwhile, Sam informs Amy about Maki and Maria's attempts to engage with Santino, which violates the rules. During their conversation, Sam inquires about Amy's ambitions, to which she responds that she aims to earn a lot of money. They share a kiss, revealing that Sam has developed feelings for Amy. In another room, the same girl who spent the night with Santino is talking about how he cooked for her, causing Clay to feel even more upset. Shortly after, Maria arrives, visibly distressed because her business partner was beaten up at her mother's request, leaving her feeling shattered. Later, Santino invites Amy to meet his brothers, who present her with gifts. Santino expresses his satisfaction with Amy's work and requests her to arrange for 50 girls for his party, but he informs Maki and Maria that they are not permitted to attend. Subsequently, Amy decides to keep Santino's request from Maki and Maria, realizing she can't gather 50 girls without their help. So, she and Maria venture out to recruit girls with substantial funds, attending a painting exhibition where Amy encounters a boy named Raju, who supports underprivileged girls by selling his artwork. Amy purchased a painting at a premium price, which helped forge a strong connection between her and Raju. He then invited her to his home, where she learned that he and his family raise horses and sell them at impressive prices. Raju's mother warmly welcomed Amy and extended an invitation for dinner. During the meal, Amy began to gather the 50 girls she needed for that night while engaging with Raju's family. Raju's father shared insights about their long-standing family business, but Amy was distracted by constant messages on her phone. Realizing who she was, Raju's father prohibited Raju from pursuing a relationship with her, which infuriated Amy, prompting her to leave. In the next scene, Cam's boyfriend arrived to pick her up, fully aware of the situation between Amy and Clay. He pleaded with Camly to return to him, but she had changed significantly for the sake of wealth, losing sight of her feelings for him. She firmly told him he was not welcome at her party. This outburst angered Kay's boyfriend, who then forcibly took Amy out of the house. Amy decided to bring Clay with her to Raju's home, where it became evident that she was developing feelings for Raju. Later, Amy and Camly collaborated to select the 50 girls they needed, and they set off for Dubai, where Sam escorted the girls onto a yacht. Sam shared with Amy that the Centennial was unwell, which meant the next king could potentially be the Centennial. This news filled Amy with joy, as it implied that if the Centennial ascended to the throne, she and Sam would enjoy considerable wealth. Sam then invited Amy to dinner, and she happily accepted. While aboard the yacht, Mr. X announced to the girls that whoever could make him laugh would win $50,000, prompting them to act hilariously for the cash prize. However, the atmosphere quickly turned chaotic as the girls began to bicker, leading to one girl yanking off Cam's wig. Mr. X called her over and handed her the cash, remarking that with money, one could do anything, blaming the wealthy for the situation. The scene then shifted back to the main storyline. That evening, as Sam and Anna were heading to dinner, Raju unexpectedly appeared and kissed Amy, which infuriated Sam, prompting him to leave. Meanwhile, Raju and Amy shared many romantic moments together. While they were enjoying themselves, Amy received a text from Sam requesting that she bring 15 girls to the party. She quickly gathered all the girls and took them to the party, where the Centennial's brothers were in attendance. The girls were asked to remove their underwear, and they all complied. Later, Sam became furious with Amy when he found out the girls had broken the rules by smoking. He insisted that Amy bring 20 new girls for the next gathering. After the party wrapped up, the girls returned to their rooms only to find that all their belongings, including the money Amy had given to Kameli, had been stolen. Suddenly, the police stormed the hotel, prompting Sam to quickly escort all the girls out. In the next scene, the girls were seen walking along the beach. Kameli asked Amy for her passport back, expressing her desire to go home, but Amy refused, reminding her that she had just 7 days to earn money. Frustrated, Kameli decided to call her mom for support while chatting with a client. Meanwhile, a party was taking place in the yard where one guy was being rough with 2 girls, and the guys were having a great time with the girls. On the other side, Jahir, Sentinel's brother, plotted to call Amy over to confront her. This made Sam extremely angry. Just then, Sentinel arrived and intervened, apologizing to Amy for the chaos. Being a decent guy, Sentinel helped Sam take Amy to a safe room, where they both wiped the sweat from their brows, relieved to be away from the tension. After the yacht party concluded, the girls began to leave, and Raju appeared, taking Amy with him to the beach. In a picturesque setting, he proposed to Amy, and they began to relish each other's presence, shedding the weight of their pasts. They became immersed in one another while frolicking in the water. The scene shifts to CI, who had opened an account with a client but soon fell into despair, ultimately leaping from the yacht into the water, feeling ensnared in her business. Tragically, Kami also took the plunge and lost her life. Fast forward a few years, and we find Amy welcoming a child into the world. Now married to Raju, they are living a joyful life together, and Amy has left her past as a call girl behind. One day, while at home, she hears the news of Clay's death on television. She attempts to reach out to Clay's boyfriend, but he avoids her. A few days later, Amy returns from work to find Sam at her doorstep, posing as a horse trader interested in buying horses. Overjoyed to see him, she inquires about his visit, and he reveals that a grand party in Dubai is in the works, with the prince eager to meet her. Amy, however, firmly declines, stating that she has a family now and has moved on from that life. Later, while spending time with her daughter, whom she named CLE in honor of her late friend, Maria and her mother visit, urging her to attend the party with promises of financial gain. Yet, Amy stands her ground and turns them down once more. When Amy stepped into her house, she was greeted by the same video that Trimi had recorded of her speaking. Raju's father also watched the video and uncovered Amy's history as a businesswoman. This revelation prompted Raju to kick Amy out of their home, unable to accept her past. In a fit of anger, Raju took their daughter and left, leaving Amy feeling anxious and heartbroken. Lost and desperate, Amy sought solace with Maria and her mother, and together they traveled to Dubai for the Sheikh's party, where the Sheikhs were reveling with the girls. At the party, Amy approached Sam, who introduced her to Zahir. Zahir, having killed Centino, had ascended to the throne of Dubai, altering all the previous rules. He revealed a scar that Amy had inflicted on him in the past, making her uneasy. Wanting to leave, Amy confided in Maria and her mother, but Maria's mom disclosed that they had brought her there on Zahir's orders, revealing that Centino was dead and Zahir was now in charge. Panic-stricken, Amy attempted to flee into the desert, but Zahir caught her and returned her to the festivities. There, Zahir and his brother confronted Amy harshly, compelling Sam to engage in a disturbing act with her, leaving Amy feeling horrified. Later, Amy tried to see her daughter but was arrested instead, as the police believed she was involved in Cam's death, following a tip-off from Cam's boyfriend who provided her address. The other women Amy had worked with turned against her, but Maria stood up for her, arguing that while Amy may have made mistakes, so did the man who profited from it all. Amy found herself in jail, where her mother came to visit, offering her support. Forward a few years, Amy was finally released and returned to her hometown, where she began working at her mother's shop, bringing the story to a somewhat uplifting conclusion. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice. Just